Hi there, welcome to today's harp technique video. I've been recording exercises from this book, The Method for the Harp by Maria Grossi, which was published in 1943. However, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. The first half of the book is exercises that Maria Grossi wrote, but then the second part of the book is Études written by Pozzoli, who wrote and published many etudes. These are very good beginner etudes. And what is an etude? An etude, the French word, translates to study. It's a composition that is written to improve a particular technique. But it's important to remember it's a composition. A technical exercise is a simple pattern that's repeated over and over, up and down the scale, if nothing else to keep the variety, to keep your interest going, among other things. But the etude is a composition that tells more of a story, and you should be able to work on your technique and play this etude with musical expression. When you're practicing your exercise, you just want to work on having a really beautiful tone, using your good technique to have the beautiful tone to project. Or you might decide that you're going to practice the exercise softly, but still have a beautiful tone, a good sound. But on these etudes, you really want to play with musical expression. And that means having a pulse in the music, having dynamics, having phrasing. And so the first clue on how you're going to do this on your music is you look at the title. Well, these etudes just have numbers. They don't have titles. Etudes usually don't have titles to them. And then you look at any expressive markings. And the etude we're going to do is, the first is page 90, and it's etude number 1C. 1A and 1B are just, 1A is right hand only, 1B is left hand only, but 1C puts them hands together. And the expressive marking is andante calmo, and that gives you a clue right there how you're going to interpret. Andante is a moderately fast tempo, calmo, calm. So we want it moderately fast, but not excited or agitated, just smooth and calm. There are no dynamics written in these etudes, and you have to use your own ideas of music to try to interpret them. A teacher would work with you and give you advice, and certainly there are certain rules that you apply. Like the first beat of every measure is always the strongest beat, except when it's the last note of a phrase, and you never play the last note of the phrase, the most loudest. And so on. The one thing that I think the advantage adult students have over children is, as an adult, you have listened to music all your life, and you have a better sense of how music conveys emotion. And you can do that more effectively than a child can at first, because just the child just doesn't have the experience with listening to music the way you do. So hopefully you'll be able to make interpretations of these etudes and do a beautiful job. So here is etude number 1C by Pozzoli. I hope you could hear how I was shaping the phrases. When the notes started in the beginning, I wanted to increase the sound. And so on, when I came to the end of the phrase, I wanted to taper the sound as well. And also, I pulled back on the forward motion of the tempo. The etude is written in 4/4, but you're not going to play it rigid like a metronome is going, which you should practice with a metronome. But once you've got where you can be consistent on your tempo, then you stop practicing with the metronome to help shape your phrases. I think I should do a video on metronome technique too. I'll have to write that down to remember to do that. So you do want to work on your technique, which would be, replacing as you're going up and down the strings, and on your good tone. But don't forget the expression. When I work with students with these études, I pretty much tell them I'm not going to challenge you on technique. Really, what I want to hear is a beautiful sounding piece that moves us emotionally. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful and makes it easier for you to play the harp. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below and share it with your friends, your harpy friends. And let me know if there's other harp technique videos you'd like to know about, like me to record. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you want to get notice of when the next video comes out. Thank you. Bye-bye.